10 life hacks you can do in your daily life to cut with rough or forceful blows, according to the original definition of the term hack. In today's jargon, it refers to a crude but effective solution to a specific computing problem, such as quick and dirty shell scripts and other command line utilities for filtering, munging, and processing data streams like email and RSS feeds. The word was eventually shortened to life hack to refer to a solution to an issue that arises in a programmer's daily life that is unrelated to computers. Utilities to synchronize files, track chores, remind oneself of events, or filter email are examples of these types of life hacks. Subscribe to my channel so you can stay in the loop. Today we have some 10 most interesting life hacks for you, so without any wasting of time, let us begin. Number 10. Stop taking your life so seriously. Put your career on hold. You're a person with passions, interests, talents, and creative energy. Combine all of this into something that, as a bonus, makes you money. Don't go after the money or the status. Pursuing your true intellectual curiosity is a stronger foundation for a career than following what is producing money right now, explains Naval Ravikant. On LinkedIn, there are far too many stiff, stuffy, and inhibited people. In their profile images, they appear like hostages forced to grin, and their profiles read like awful AI approximations of human writing, focused on synergistic solutions. Yes, you want to make money, but you also want to have a good time. Number 9. Certain foods are bad for your mental health. Most of us are aware that junk food, processed foods, and ultra-processed foods are bad for our bodies, but few are aware that they are also bad for our mental health. Sugar. There are around 250 distinct names for sugar on food labels, has been linked to increased anxiety and depression symptoms, says Dr. Uma Naidu, a Harvard Medical School nutritional psychiatrist and author of The Food Mood Connection. She claims that fast food, such as French fries, contains extra sugar, which makes it hyperpalatable, making it difficult to stop eating because our taste buds crave it. Sugar is also added to ketchup, store-bought salad dressings, and fruit juices. Number 8. The more successful you get, remind yourself to stay open and humble. Here's a business tip that most people don't know about. Let's pretend you begin to have a lot of success in your life. You move from a youthful, eager entrepreneur to an industry superstar in a few years. So, what's next? This is where most people's ego comes into play. They begin to think of themselves as superior to others. They attend fewer meetings and make fewer phone calls. They cut themselves off from the rest of the world because they don't believe they have anything left to prove. That's a surefire way to shut off doors of opportunity. The bigger you become and the more success you achieve, the harder it becomes to remain open and humble. Number 7. Save more than you spend. Most people avoid taking risks, both personally and professionally, because they are afraid of losing money. For example, many people won't leave their 9-to-5 job to pursue a passion simply because they can't bear the financial risk. They don't have enough money set aside to make such a decision. So, why don't you have enough money set aside? Probably due to the fact that you spend more than you save. Having money in the bank allows you to take greater risks, develop bolder ideas, and live a more fulfilling life. Work toward a lifestyle that permits you to save more than you spend by any means required. Number 6. Don't start your day by answering emails. Start with your hardest tasks. This golden rule is followed by the majority of entrepreneurs. When you check your inbox first thing in the morning, you immediately put yourself in a reactive mode. Instead of setting out to do what you know you need to do first, you're reacting to the day and other people's requests. Instead, begin your day with a difficult task. Work on the difficult work first, and keep the mind-numbing email activities for later in the day. However, don't squander those valuable morning hours replying to other people's requests. They'll have to wait. This isn't out of disrespect. It's merely a conscious effort to preserve your time. Number 5. Chunk your activities together. Conduct. You need to do a lot of video editing? Instead of doing some now and some later, do it all in the morning. Do you have to prepare a large pitch for a new client? Set aside an evening to focus solely on that. You can go considerably more quickly if you complete related chores one after the other. The reason for this is that you go into a zone where you only do that one type of activity. You'll be brain dead and fatigued by the time it's 2 p.m. if you have a call, then try to edit a video for 40 minutes, then respond to 2 emails, and then hop on another call. Number 4. Set alarms for everything. If it's not on my mobile calendar, it doesn't happen. I know I'm not the only one who lives by this rule. Success usually comes from being able to manage more with less work, which means you can handle 10x the duties of most people with the same, or even less, effort. This relates to the concept of working smart rather than hard. As a result, you can't expect to recall everything as your duties grow. It is, in reality, a waste of mental energy. Simply set reminders and turn up when it's time. It's that simple. Number 3. Message in a door knocker. If you ever come across an ancient door from the Ottoman period with two different sized door knockers, don't think it's the result of a calculating error. Because, in fact, the two different sized door knockers are rather significant in terms of their significance and utility, particularly when it comes to communicating with persons within the house. The varying sizes of door knockers indicated whether the person on the other side of the door was a man or a woman. When a woman knocks on the door, she uses the smaller door knocker, and when a guy knocks, he uses the larger door knocker. The gender of the guest would then be revealed by the sound of the door knocker. This information allowed the women in the house to determine whether or not they wanted to cover themselves before answering, or even if they wanted to answer at all. If the person arriving used the enormous knocker, they may also delegate the responsibility to the males of the home. Number 2. It's best to sip, not guzzle water. Consider the difference between a drip irrigation system and a system that floods a plant with water. When you drink water, the body's cells absorb more water, keeping the body in balance, according to Krushmeet Shaheda, a Mumbai-based sports scientist and nutritionist. If you're drinking alcohol, drink 1.5 times the amount you've consumed between each unit. So, for every 30 milliliters of wine, whiskey, rum, you'll need 45 milliliters of water. It's not that difficult. If you're drinking green tea all day, no more than 6 cups is recommended. Drink plenty of water in between because it can discolor your teeth and contains caffeine, which is a diuretic. Number 1. Cool a warm soda in 3 minutes. Let's say you went to the fridge for a LaCroix and discovered that the shelves had not been refilled. The pantry cans aren't cold, and putting one in the fridge right now will take an eternity. Put your drink in a big pot and cover it with ice to get an ice-cold can in minutes. Fill the saucepan halfway with water, then mix in a couple cups of salt until it dissolves. Your canned beverage will get ice-cold by itself. I hope you find this video helpful. If you liked the video, do like and subscribe as it really helps our channel, and do remember to give your feedback in the comments below. See you in the next video with some more interesting hacks and facts.